Eichel.
Yes.
Ian.
Ian, nice to meet
Nice
you.
to meet you.
So I guess, I've been walking around and this is definitely a unique brand and a unique company. What really got you to start with this company? I guess apply and start interning.
So for me, I have always been obsessed with food. I call myself a
Awesome.
foodie, and I don't say it like I like food. I mean, like, every single day, I dream about what I'm gonna make for dinner. When I'm at work, I'm thinking about what am I gonna make today, so I don't have it for lunch the next day, so I can have something else for dinner. And then growing up, that's just the way I was. And the opportunity to work at a company that did food, that essentially made sure that eggs, one of my favorite foods, are always on everyone's plates.
Same.
I always wanted to try sales too. I tried every other industry while in college through different internships, and then doing a sales internship here at Eggs Unlimited was supposed to be my try into another area. I loved it so much, I went full time 4 months later, and I haven't looked back.
What does a normal day of an internship look like?
So in the internship, I'd say you will wear every single hat possible. If you think that it's something normal, it probably isn't. In sales, I'm tracking inventory. In sales, I'm cold calling producers. I'm meeting with different companies around the area. We're essentially doing everything. I mean, I'd say my day would start out by first calling everyone that I know, calling all the farmers, calling all the producers, calling all the retailers or wholesalers to make sure, do they either need eggs or do they want to sell their eggs? If the answer is yes, then the next steps go along. We talk to logistics, talk to purchasing, and figure out how to do that.
Sure.
A lot of it later in the day is solving problems. Because when you're moving 300 truckloads a week, there are problems constantly.
Yeah.
Whether the egg, it needs to arrive on time. It needs to make sure that's perfect. The producer needs to make sure everything is coming out. We need to make sure our drivers there are on time. And it means that if you don't like kind of this high intensity, it can get really overwhelming. But if you love the intensity, if you like every day to change and be different, it can really, for me, it makes me excited in the morning when I'm going to work. Don't know what I'm going to do. I don't have a set of rules. I don't have this week, this hour that. It's sort of, okay, I come in, figure out what's going on, and then go from there.
Yeah. Oh, that's fantastic. I feel like a lot of people want that stability, but now you kind of have a mix. You still have a stability, but now it's more just like you're eager for a new change every day, and you're not just doing like your 9 to 5 in your office all the time. So
yeah,
we go unique.
We go 7:30 to 4.
7:30 to 4. Whoa!
Hey,
right.
You missed the traffic. It is one of the best things possible.
I think you guys are in Irvine, right? You said?
Yes, we're located right in Spectrum at Irvine Center Drive. Beautiful view.
Yeah.
360 view. I love it. When I have a call, I just sit there and I look out. Sometimes if it's sunset, I'll just take a moment. I like it. It's a gorgeous office. We just moved there a month ago.
Oh, very recent.
And so I'm still kind of learning the ins and outs of it all.
Yeah.
Cool calling people from other areas of the country where life is very different. What they're doing is very different. The weather's extremely different. But recently we had snowstorms. Yeah. And I kind of feel bad.
Yeah.
I'm calling them and I'm like, hey, how's the weather? As I'm looking at the sun on an 82-degree day in February.
Yeah, and they're like, we don't have power.
We don't have power. It's out. I don't know how I'm calling you right now, but I am. And I tell them, I hope they're okay. I talk to them as much as I can, see if they're doing all right, make sure the farm's okay, make sure that what's happening is okay. Logistics gets complicated when dealing with weather.
Yeah.
But it is an added challenge that makes the day interesting. So
you also do business outside of California?
We do business outside of the country.
I guess for you specifically.
Oh, yes. Me specifically. Talk out of the country.
Yeah.
We work with Mexico. We work with South Korea. We'll work with Cuba. We'll work all around the country. We import dried egg powder sometimes even from Lithuania. We're trying to expand as much as we possibly can. The more outlets we have to both produce and then supply, the better we can be, the better we can service all of our customers.
Interesting.
So every day I'm trying to see how can we grow further? How can we become more? How can we do more? California is, of course, a hub for business.
Yeah.
Southern California, our grocery stores here, we love. We try to give them as much as we can. We try to go in person every time that's possible. I oftentimes walk into the grocery stores. It's enjoyable to see my products, what I'm doing, in person and how it's actually affecting people. When I see someone pick up a dozen carton of eggs, I can help know that I put them there.
Yeah.
And help feed their family.
That's great.
I have a relationship outside of just work with the people that I work with. That's my end goal. I love building relationships. I love talking to people where I'm helping them. When you call a farmer and ask him if he wants to sell his eggs, we're buying from them. They're not buying from we're buying from them. We're going to give them money for their eggs. And in that, I want to make sure that they get the best process. I mean, I make sure that the market is everything that they know. I try to do everything I can to help them succeed, because if they succeed, then we succeed.
Of course.
And if they don't succeed, we don't succeed.
Yeah.
So it goes both ways.
Of course.
It makes you love what you do. You feel like you're doing something really well and good for the world.
Yeah, that's the best type of business, when it's mutual growth, right, for everybody.
Yeah. What's the go-to college egg dish?
Okay.
An omelet, a sandwich, whatever it may be, a burrito, anything.
All right. So I will say, for me specifically,
okay,
I grew up, international household, so it's a lot of Korean food. But for us, it was literally just rice, eggs, soy sauce. But I was a little kid. I like sweetness. I put ketchup. So I would eat that every day when I was a kid. When I started living in the dorms, when I went to college in Boston, that was like all I ate was rice, eggs, and ketchup every single day. And I'll still eat that.
The go-to. It's cheap. It's quick. It's tasty. It's healthy.
Love it.
It covers every single base.
But now I do sugar-free ketchup, So now no sugar.
Sugar-free ketchup. I love that. What for you is most important in a work environment? What is most important on your day-to-day? What make you want to go into work?
Oh man, that's a good one. And that's kind of why, if anything, I've been looking for a new opportunity. And for me, it was always like, is it worth coming back the next day? And originally my job has been like that. I love what I do, and I've been doing it for about 6 years in the sales world. But then I've realized that our goals have kind of changed, me and the company, where I'm very passionate. I get passionate about random things. I work in the beauty industry. I don't know anything about beauty, and somehow I'm in love with it now, right? So I can sell it, and I'm passionate for it. But the same level was not that same level of want and push wasn't there for my company. And now I've adjusted to more of an educational role. So now I teach people about our products, and that is a lot of fun, and I enjoy it. But that's definitely not going to be like, I'm not a teacher. I'm not teaching every day, so it doesn't make sense. So I guess what I'm looking for is a reason to come back, right? Every day, is it worth putting my time? I will obsess about things. Like, there's so many things outside of just work that I obsess about, but is it worth it, right? So if it's something that is worth obsessing about, I dedicate my life to it. So I guess that's what I'm looking for in a job. Is looking for that thing that I can just
something really, you can obsess over, and something that equally the company itself is obsessed over. The obsession, the desire is shared, where you feel like you can grow with the company. Like, you're both in the same. You have the same mindset of wanting to learn, wanting to become better, wanting to grow.
Like, do you have a hobby or something that you love, like whether it's like sports or gaming or whatever it may be?
Cooking for me.
Cooking, yes. Right? So like, you meet another like foodie, and you're just talking about food, and you're talking about, dude, have you been to this place? Like, oh no, I haven't. Yeah. You gotta check. Like, that's the stuff like you can nerd about, right? That's what I really look for. Like, can I nerd out with this person? Can I nerd out with these people? When you don't have that, like, then it's like, if you don't care, then why should I care, right? So I guess that's kind of what I'm looking for.
We nerd out hard. As the sales coordinator, we meet up every single day. We are constantly talking, and because we're in the service industry, we want to help.
Sure.
So we obsess over the ability to help. The ability, whenever I find someone new that we can work with, find someone that actually works and takes full truckloads or can produce full truckloads, and someone that actually fits our ideal customer, the one that we can help the most, we obsess over it. We obsess over how to help them. I will call so many places all around to make sure that we can combine truckloads together, or to make sure that everyone's built together. I like being able to obsess over this sort of growth in the food industry, of the fact that I see my work helping people. I see it making people happy. If someone's not happy, they're not a customer.
Sure.
They're not happy, they're not a client. We need to make everyone happy. And in doing so, it makes me have this cool desire to do so, especially from the sales side, where everything is relationship building.
Ian,
thank you, Michael. That was a wonderful talk with you.
Of course.